cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky, Lord, I lift your name on high.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Okay, now we got Josh is going to do with us. He's going to lead this next song, and it's called Light of the World. Light of the World. You know that song? Light of the world. You step down to the darkness, open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you, hope for a life spent with you. Here I am to worship. You know that song?
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead. We'll go.
Light of the world, you step down to the darkness, open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you, hope of a life spent with you. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for love's sake you came forth. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Let's give Adam and Josh a good hand and our choir back here a great hand. Praise the Lord. All right? Amen. Hallelujah, guys. Thank you. All right. All right. We're going to do some more time also. Okay. Thanks, God. All right. Commander Dorr. Praise God. Wow. Hey, you know, this has turned out to be a wonderful Trailbuilder camp. Put your flashlights out, guys.
Hey, dude, something's trying to catch on fire. Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it. I want to give my compliments. It's already been said to the chefs, the people who cooked all weekend and fed us so well. Give them a big hand. And you know what? I really appreciate all the men, all the commanders who were instructors this weekend. They did a fantastic job. Give them a hand. Now this is Trailbuilder
Trailbuilder Camp 2007. We've been doing this for about 10 years, I think. And we're going to keep on doing it until we get it right. Oh, wow. Well, you know what merits did we teach this weekend, guys?
BB
gun, camping, compass,
nature study,
ropecraft, nature study, camping. Yeah, okay. We taught basically we taught 5 merits. Actually, believe it or not, we taught 8 merits. We taught nature study, BB gun. BB gun merit included 3 merits. The 2 requirements for the BB gun merit are firearm safety and marksmanship. You have to learn how to be safe and how to shoot before you can shoot the BB gun. And we did the compass merit. We did the camping merit, which is all day, and the nature study merit. And these guys did the council fire. That's part of the firecraft merit. So we actually did 8 merits. And we're cleaning the field off here. Very good. You know, what I want to talk about just briefly tonight, these merits that we taught this weekend can all be applied to our lives. We can apply each one of these merits to my life and to your life. And I'll tell you a little bit how we can do that. I'll give you maybe a couple stories and some things that have happened to me. Nature study merit. Okay, in nature study merit, we learn about good plants and bad plants, good insects and bad insects. We learn about poison ivy. Anybody know about poison ivy? I learned about poison ivy a long time ago, about 51 years ago. I learned about poison ivy. I learned about it the hard way. I got it. I went to Boy Scout camp. The first year I went to Boy Scout camp, I had never had poison ivy before in my life. I came home from Boy Scout camp after a week in the woods with poison ivy. And I got it every year after that until, well, just a few years ago when I'm either getting more immune to it or I'm getting smarter and staying away from it. But now in creation, when God created the earth, when God created the universe, everything was good. There were no insects like mosquitoes and flies. There were no poison plants, like things that you eat that might make you die or get sick, or poison ivy or poison oak. Creation was good, and each day after God created each day, he sat back and said, it is good. Now in Genesis, we can read about the creation. In Genesis chapter 1, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, God created the heaven and the earth. In chapter 5, he separated the day from the night. In chapter 1, verse 5, he separated the day from the night. In chapter 1, verse 9, he separated the water from the land. In chapter 1, verse 11, he brought forth vegetation, the plants and the trees that we now enjoy. In verse 14, he brought out the sun, the moon, and the stars that we can look up and see. Look at those beautiful stars up there. In verse 20 of chapter 1, God created the fish and the birds and the animals, the mammals in the sea, like otters and seals and whales. In verse 24, God brought forth the land animals. And God, every day, he looked back and said, it was good. But on the 6th day, he created man and woman. And he said, it is very good. But you know what? It wasn't too long after that man and woman sinned. Adam sinned, Eve sinned, and that spoiled creation. There were no flies, no bugs that bite, and no poison stuff, no thorns, until Adam and Eve sinned. And they got kicked out of the garden and they had to live the hard way. And you know, all of creation is waiting for one thing, for the coming of Jesus Christ. It says, I'm going to read it in Romans chapter 8. We talked about Genesis. We turn to Romans chapter 8, verses 19